Welcome back. We're going to look at some bridezilla stories.
This bridezilla bridesmaid story is going to shake you to your absolute core. When you hear what I read today, you are going to throw up in your mouth. As you all well know by now, I'm getting married in October. And what do brides do? They band together in Facebook groups and help sell each other shit. So there is a New Jersey bride group that I'm part of on Facebook, and everybody gives tips and tricks and vendors and all that stuff on there. And for the most part, it can be pretty positive. There is some toxicity in there. I try to stay away from it. Judgment about how much money you're supposed to spend on this and that and whatever. This story literally rocked my world. So basically, there was a girl who posted on there anonymously, because you can post anonymous. And she said, I was a bridesmaid in my very close friend's wedding. I was recently diagnosed with cancer and I've been undergoing chemo. Sometimes the chemo affects me so bad that I have a hard time getting out of bed. So I respectfully reached out to the bride to step down as a bridesmaid because I didn't want to hinder her big day. That seems like a perfectly normal thing to do, to me. So she tells the bride, you can keep all of the money for the shower, for the bachelorette party, for the hair and makeup, for my dress. Every penny I've contributed, you can keep, because I don't want you to have to worry about money this close to your wedding, but I just don't feel comfortable. I can't. I'm just not myself. Again, probably the most courageous and respectful thing I've ever heard of a human being doing. So what does the bride say? She doesn't respond, goes on Instagram, and crops this girl out of every photo that she's in. Every picture they have together is taken down, and in every photo that she's in, she crops her and the girl's sister out. This poor woman goes, did I do the wrong thing by stepping down? You should see the fucking comments, dude. You should see the comments. People are in the comments like, I wish you didn't post this anonymously so we could find out who this is. Like, what kind of disgusting human being tells someone, or doesn't even say anything, but what kind of disgusting human being gets angry with someone for stepping down from their wedding because they have cancer? Like, I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around this. And then to go a step further, not respond, and then remove all evidence of this person existing in your life because they made the courageous decision to step down. Do you know how hard it probably was for that person? I have a friend who thought about stepping down just because of her financial obligations and not being able to afford to be in the wedding. And she was brave enough to come to me and say, hey, I don't want to take away from your day, but I don't know if I can contribute X, Y, and Z. And this person has been my best friend since preschool, so what did I say to her? Don't worry about it, I got you. I can't believe people act like this.
I don't think I'd want to have a friend like this. The bride should have been more understanding if she was actually a friend to this person. She should have got in touch with her and asked her if she was okay, not delete her from her life. I mean, her friend offered for her to keep the money that she already invested in this girl's wedding. Yeah, she's not a good person.
I am getting married at Christmas. Thank you for asking. Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought you did. A bunch of my bridesmaids are not happy about it, though, because they want to go visit their family and relatives that are dying. But friends' weddings come first. We're actually getting our pictures taken at the top of a ski mountain, so we're all going to take the lift up. No, they're not going to wear jackets. That would take away from the pictures. But it is supposed to snow that day, so I'll have a shawl on. It's so sweet of you to be concerned about the weather. I did have to fire one of my bridesmaids. She was a lifelong friend, but she refused to cut her hair and dye it bleach blonde. I mean, I have a vision. I think as the bride, I'm allowed to do that. I wanted all of my bridesmaids to look like little snow bunnies out in the cold, and she just refused. So you learn a lot about people when you're planning a wedding.
I'm going to have to say I hope this was a joke. I don't think I'd want to have a friend like her. Not a good bride. You should be thinking about your friends being in the cold as well, not just about your day. I know brides spend a lot of money, but still, you should still be compassionate about other people, not just think about yourself and what you want. You just shouldn't. Okay, this next one is not a bridezilla. I just thought I'd put this one in here and kind of get a little happy feelings with this one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That one was fun. Yeah, the bride, your wedding's usually about the bride, but I like that she shared her day with her friend or her sister or her brother or whoever they are. That was awesome.
And I'm a South Florida makeup artist, and 99% of the time I have a great experience, but this one was interesting. So I have my assistant put on music because it was so awkward. Because we were trying to make small talk and she was just short answering us the entire time. Mind you, I'm used to having a million girls in a room. They're like, you want some champagne? You want this? You want that? No, she was just like this. So anyways, I start to glam her, even though I like to do the bride towards the end. She didn't listen to any of my instructions, but oh well. Again, trying to make small talk. Nothing's there. It's literally me, my assistant, and her, and that's it. I was getting close to finishing her makeup, and I was like, okay, the next girl needs to come. We're on the time crunch. Like, I'm doing 7 girls, and I only have 4 hours. And then she goes, oh, don't worry. You're only doing 5 people. When I tell you, I definitely learned from this mistake. I didn't have a contract then, so yeah. And I was like, oh, I was expecting 7 people. That's why I brought my assistant. I still have to pay her. And, you know, I'm expecting a certain amount of money here. Like, this is my job. And I was like, all right, whatever. I guess even if I had 5 people, it would take most of the day anyways. So the next person comes, it's fine. There's a little bit of a language barrier, which is fine, but they didn't even come with pictures, which made it super complicated because they were super picky at the same time. It's okay to be picky because I'm picky, but if you're picky and there's a language barrier, I need some kind of photo. So I end up doing the makeup. Everyone's kind of fine. They're just a little bit picky. And then I sit down and I'm waiting for the second to last person, as I thought. So as I'm waiting, and I'm waiting like 15 minutes, and I'm like, hey, we're on a time crunch. Where's the next person? I'm not going to be able to finish on time. And she goes, oh, you only have 1 person. So we're only doing 4 people today. The other girl decided to get her makeup done at the hair salon instead. When I tell you, I tried not to flip a switch because I literally just wanted to get out of there. But then the one person that didn't want their makeup done was asking me to do winged liner and eyelashes, and no, unless you're going to pay me. This is my job, J-O-B. The girl had a problem with paying, but anyways, the mom of the bride comes, again, language barrier, very picky, has a mirror in front of her face the entire time, is so picky, and criticizing everything in another language. And then I finished, and then I ran out of there and blocked all their numbers, because
they should have been upfront with her before she even got there, how many people were going to get their makeup done. Yes, you should have had a contract. Yeah, contract helps with everything, but at least you handled it good. You're able to get what you could done, and by the end of it, you just blocked their numbers and moved on.